It's crickets. Sound familiar? This is where we stumble upon an ancient truth, one that's been around since the times of Stoicism, yet it's as relevant today as ever. Stoicism isn't just about enduring pain or hardship. It's about finding the incredible strength that comes from knowing when to say no, when to prioritize yourself, and how to truly be there for others without losing yourself in the process. It's about mastering the art of not setting yourself on fire just to keep others warm. Intrigued? You should be, because today we're diving deep into how these ancient Stoic principles can revolutionize the way you approach kindness, generosity, and even self-care. So, if you've ever felt like you're giving too much of yourself away, or you're curious about how Stoicism can help you find a healthier balance, stick around. This one's for you. The only thing I ask of you is not to skip this video in any way. If you're here, consider yourself different from the majority. Consider yourself an exception. Now, act like one and don't skip any part of the content. Picture this. You're the person everyone counts on, the one who always says yes to every request, favor, and plea for help. It feels good, right? Being the go-to person, the one who fixes everything for everyone. But here's the kicker. It's like you're giving away pieces of yourself bit by bit, until one day you reach for something to give and find there's nothing left. Suddenly, when the tables turn and you're the one in need, you look around and realize you're standing alone. Why? Because you've given it all away. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism, imparted by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, comes into play. He always emphasized the importance of self-care. He believed that we cannot be of service to others if we are not first taking care of ourselves. He would argue that our own well-being is the foundation upon which we can build our ability to help others. Without it, everything else crumbles. Let's use the analogy of two neighbors with gardens, which beautifully illustrates this point. One neighbor diligently tends to their own garden first, ensuring it's healthy and thriving. Because their garden is well maintained, they have an abundance to share with others. The other neighbor, however, is so busy tending to everyone else's gardens that they neglect their own. Over time, their garden becomes overgrown, wilted, and unproductive. The moral of the story: it's crucial to take care of your own garden before you can effectively help others with theirs. This doesn't mean you shouldn't help others. Stoicism teaches us about balance and sustainability in our acts of kindness. It asks us to consider, is my help sustainable? Am I looking after my well-being as well? Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom reminds us that we have the choice and the power to say no when necessary, to ensure that our acts of kindness are not at the expense of our own health and happiness. Plato, another luminary of Western philosophy, emphasized the importance of knowing oneself in the context of being overly generous. Knowing oneself means recognizing our limits and understanding that true help and kindness are only possible when we are in a position of strength, not depletion. And let's not forget Carl Jung, a titan of psychology, who said, "Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes." This encourages us to look inward and ensure we are not dreaming away our energy on external demands at the expense of our inner well-being. The Stoics, like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, were all about the purity of action, doing the right thing for its own sake, not for some reward or recognition. Seneca, in particular, had a lot to say about generosity. He believed that true generosity doesn't look for a pat on the back. It simply gives because it's the right thing to do. He said, "We should give as we would receive, cheerfully, quickly, and without hesitation. For there is no grace in a benefit that sticks to the fingers." Imagine giving just to see the joy on someone's face, with no hidden agenda or silent tally of who owes whom. This is the heart of Stoic generosity. It's about giving from a place of abundance, abundance of spirit, not necessarily material wealth. When we give hoping for something in return, we're not really giving, we're trading. And let's be honest, life's too rich and complex to be reduced to a mere transaction. This philosophy dovetails beautifully with what Aristotle talked about regarding virtues. He believed that true virtue lies in finding joy in virtuous acts themselves, not in the external rewards they might bring. This aligns perfectly with the Stoic view on generosity. It's about finding joy in the act of giving, in the knowledge that you've made a difference, however small, in someone else's life. Plato emphasized the importance of acting according to our highest ideals, regardless of the outcome. This approach to generosity means giving because it aligns with who we aspire to be, not because we're expecting a return. It's about being true to our ideals, about embodying the virtues we value most. And then there's the psychological angle, beautifully articulated by Carl Jung, who spoke about the shadow and the persona, the parts of ourselves we show to the world and those we keep hidden. Jung's work encourages us to integrate all parts of ourselves, which includes acknowledging the joy we find in giving without expectation. It's a profound act of self-integration and authenticity. Epictetus reminds us that we control our intentions and actions, but not their outcomes. So when we give, we do it from a place of control, choosing to be generous, choosing to offer kindness without a thought for what might come back to us. This is empowering. It shifts our focus from what the world owes us to what we can contribute to the world. So here's the thing, giving without expecting anything back is not just noble, it's liberating. It frees us from the disappointment of unmet expectations and the bitterness of feeling used. It keeps our spirit of generosity alive and well, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. This doesn't drain us, it fills us up with the deep, enduring joy of having made a positive difference, no matter how small. In today's always-on, always connected world, it feels like everyone wants a piece of us, our time, our energy, our attention. It can get overwhelming. Stoicism, with its emphasis on personal virtue and inner peace, teaches us the vital importance of saying no. But let's be clear, this isn't about turning our backs on those in need. It's about safeguarding our own well-being so we can truly be of service to others. Consider the poignant story of a mother who, out of love and care, did everything for her daughter. While this might sound like the epitome of parental love, it had unintended consequences. The daughter never learned to navigate the world on her own. It was only after the mother's passing that the daughter was forced to stand on her own feet. This story, though simple, illustrates a profound truth. Excessive help can stunt personal growth. It's a reminder from the Stoics that fostering independence in others is crucial. By setting boundaries, we're not being cold or uncaring, rather, we're encouraging those we care about to find their own strength and resilience. Marcus Aurelius spoke volumes about the importance of self-discipline and the wisdom of understanding what is within our control. Applying his teachings to the concept of boundaries means recognizing that while we can offer support, we can't live others' lives for them. It's about striking a balance between assistance and enabling, ensuring our help is truly beneficial and not a crutch that prevents personal development. Seneca believed in the value of self-sufficiency and warned against the pitfalls of dependency. By setting boundaries, we teach others to rely on their inner resources. Just as Seneca taught that true happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances or the actions of others, Aristotle's concept of the golden mean, finding the virtuous middle ground between two extremes, applies here as well. In the context of setting boundaries, it's about balancing our desire to be helpful with the need to maintain our own health and happiness. It's a form of practical wisdom or phronesis that guides us to make decisions that are good both for us and for those we interact with. Plato's emphasis on the well-ordered soul, one that harmonizes the parts of the self, can be seen in the act of setting boundaries. By defining what we will and will not accept, we're creating internal order, ensuring that our rational, spirited, and appetitive aspects are in alignment. This harmony within ourselves enables us to interact with the world in a more balanced and effective way. Carl Jung, from the perspective of depth psychology, might suggest that setting boundaries is an essential part of individuation, the process of becoming fully oneself. By delineating where we end and others begin, we are not only protecting our psychic energy, but also encouraging others to embark on their own journey of self-discovery. There's a critical lesson many of us learn the hard way: the risk of being perceived as always available, always ready to drop everything for others. It's a path that can lead to feeling undervalued and taken for granted. It's like you're the reliable old car that everyone expects to start in the morning without ever thinking about the maintenance it requires. But here's where the shift happens, a moment of transformation that Stoicism and its modern interpretations can guide us through beautifully. When we begin to set boundaries, to assertively say no when circumstances demand it, we initiate a profound change. It's not just about refusing requests or denying help. It's about signaling a deep respect for our own time and energy. Marcus Aurelius would probably frame it as an act of self-respect. He famously said, "It's not the actions of others that disturb us, but our judgments about those actions." In this context, deciding to set boundaries is a judgment that our peace and well-being are paramount. Seneca offers wisdom that dovetails nicely with the idea of setting boundaries. He taught that true freedom comes from within, from being master of oneself. By choosing when and how to say no, we exercise this freedom, demonstrating that our time and energy are our own to allocate, not at the whims of others' demands. Epictetus would likely remind us that we cannot control how others perceive our actions, but we can control our actions themselves. Setting boundaries is an exercise in focusing on what's within our control, our own actions and responses. Plato might view the act of setting boundaries through the lens of his theory of forms, where the ideal form of helpfulness doesn't equate to limitless availability. Instead, it's about offering help in a way that is sustainable and respects the helper's integrity and well-being. Carl Jung, from the perspective of analytical psychology, might suggest that setting boundaries is crucial for individuation, the process of becoming fully oneself. By marking out our limits, we define who we are in relation to others, which is essential for psychological health and personal development. So when we start to set boundaries, it's a declaration of our worth. It's telling the world, I value my time and energy, and you should too. This act doesn't make us less helpful or caring, on the contrary. It allows us to offer help when it truly matters, without resentment or exhaustion clouding our intentions. It's about being respected, not just needed. This transformation isn't just liberating for us. It subtly teaches others to respect our time and energy as well. It's a lesson in mutual respect, a two-way street where our boundaries teach others how to interact with us in a way that honors our contributions and our limits. Remember that setting boundaries is not a sign of weakness or selfishness. It's a powerful statement of self-respect and an essential step towards healthy, balanced relationships. By valuing our own time and energy, we teach others to value them too. This shift not only enhances our sense of self-worth, but also deepens the respect we receive from those around us. Let's carry this wisdom forward, embracing the strength that comes from knowing and asserting our worth. So, after wandering through the rich landscapes of Stoicism and exploring the nuances of kindness, boundaries, and self-care, what's the essence that we're left to hold? It's a profound realization, really, one that reshapes not just our actions, but our very approach to life. Stoicism, with its ancient roots and timeless wisdom, isn't a call to retreat from the world or to harden our hearts against the needs of others. Far from it. It's an invitation to engage with the world more deeply, more wisely, with a clear understanding of our own boundaries and a steadfast commitment to our inner peace. This philosophy teaches us a balance that's rare and precious in today's fast-paced, often demanding world. It shows us that true generosity isn't about giving until we're depleted. It's about giving in a way that enriches both the giver and the receiver. It's a form of generosity that is sustainable, rooted in a deep awareness of our own needs and the genuine desire to meet the needs of others. Living a Stoic life means navigating the delicate dance between caring for others and caring for ourselves. It's recognizing that we can't pour from an empty cup, that our ability to be there for others hinges on how well we look after our own well-being. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, all these Stoic sages were onto something profound. They understood that inner peace isn't a passive state, but the result of conscious, deliberate choices about how we engage with the world and where we set our limits. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes personal virtue and inner peace, offers valuable insights on how to navigate the challenges of kindness and self-care. One essential aspect of Stoicism is the concept of balance. It encourages us to consider the sustainability of our acts of kindness, ensuring that we prioritize our own well-being while still being there for others. By maintaining this balance, we prevent ourselves from becoming depleted and losing our own sense of self. Another significant aspect of Stoicism is the importance of setting boundaries. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca believed that by defining what we will and will not accept, we create internal order and protect our mental and emotional well-being. Setting boundaries is not a selfish act. It is an act of self-respect and self-preservation. It teaches others to respect our time, energy, and personal limits, ultimately leading to healthier and more balanced relationships. Stoicism also emphasizes the virtue of giving without expecting anything in return. It encourages us to find joy in the act of giving itself and to embody the virtues we value most. By giving from a place of abundance, not just material wealth, and without hidden agendas, we foster a deeper sense of fulfillment and make a positive difference in others' lives. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-discipline and recognizing what is within our control. By exercising our freedom to say no and set boundaries, we prioritize our own peace and well-being. We understand that we cannot control how others perceive our actions, but we can control our own responses and actions. Stoicism teaches us that kindness, when approached with mindfulness and balance, can contribute to a more fulfilling and harmonious life. By practicing Stoic principles, we can avoid the pitfalls of excessive selflessness and find a healthier balance between being there for others and prioritizing our own well-being. One key aspect of Stoicism is recognizing the importance of self-sufficiency. It encourages us to cultivate our own inner resources and strive for personal growth. When we are self-sufficient, we are better equipped to offer genuine help to others without becoming dependent on their validation or approval. Stoicism also reminds us of the value of authenticity in our acts of kindness. It teaches us to give without expecting recognition or praise, but simply because it aligns with our values and ideals. This selfless giving, rooted in our own sense of purpose and fulfillment, can have a profound impact on both ourselves and those we assist. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes the power of intention and action. It encourages us to focus on what we can control, which includes how we choose to respond to the needs of others. By setting boundaries, we ensure that our acts of kindness are sustainable and supportive of our own well-being. This allows us to be genuinely present and compassionate without sacrificing our own mental, emotional, and physical health. In summary, Stoicism provides a framework for navigating the complexities of kindness and self-care. By embracing Stoic principles, we can find a delicate balance between serving others and taking care of ourselves. It teaches us that true kindness stems from a place of strength and self-awareness, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. In the context of kindness, Stoicism reminds us that true kindness is not about sacrificing our own well-being for others, but about finding a balance that allows both ourselves and others to thrive. It teaches us that by taking care of ourselves first, we can better serve and support others in a sustainable and authentic way. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of self-reflection and introspection. It encourages us to regularly examine our thoughts, emotions, and actions in order to cultivate self-awareness and personal growth. By embracing this practice, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own strengths and weaknesses, enabling us to navigate kindness and self-care more effectively. Another aspect of Stoicism that can revolutionize our approach to kindness is the concept of empathy. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius recognized the power of empathy in connecting with others and understanding their needs. By putting ourselves in someone else's shoes and truly trying to understand their perspective, we can offer meaningful support and kindness that is tailored to their specific situation. Furthermore, Stoicism reminds us of the importance of practicing gratitude. It encourages us to appreciate the blessings in our own lives and to express our gratitude to those who have shown us kindness. By cultivating a grateful mindset, we not only enhance our own well-being, but also inspire others to continue their acts of kindness. Finally, Stoicism teaches us the value of resilience and perseverance in the face of adversity. It encourages us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and to view setbacks as learning experiences. By developing a Stoic mindset, we can approach kindness and self-care with a sense of resilience, allowing us to bounce back from setbacks and continue offering support to others. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of self-reflection and introspection in the context of kindness and self-care. By regularly examining our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and our motivations. This self-awareness allows us to approach kindness from a place of authenticity and to ensure that our actions align with our values and intentions. Additionally, Stoicism emphasizes the power of empathy in fostering meaningful connections with others. By putting ourselves in someone else's shoes and truly listening to their needs, we can offer genuine support and kindness. This empathetic approach to kindness not only benefits the recipient, but also allows us to grow and learn from the experiences of others. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us the importance of practicing gratitude in our interactions with others. Expressing our gratitude for acts of kindness not only strengthens our relationships, but also encourages others to continue their benevolent actions. Gratitude also helps us cultivate a positive mindset and enhances our overall well-being. Lastly, Stoicism emphasizes the value of resilience and perseverance in acts of kindness and self-care. By developing a Stoic mindset, we can approach challenges and setbacks with resilience, viewing them as opportunities for growth and learning. This resilience allows us to continue offering support and kindness even in the face of adversity. In conclusion, Stoicism provides valuable insights on how to navigate kindness and self-care in a balanced and authentic way. By practicing self-reflection, empathy, gratitude, and resilience, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and others, foster meaningful connections, and continue offering support and kindness in a sustainable and fulfilling manner. Furthermore, Stoicism highlights the power of intention and action. It encourages us to focus on what we can control, which includes how we choose to respond to the needs of others. By setting boundaries, we ensure that our acts of kindness are sustainable and supportive of our own well-being. This allows us to be genuinely present and compassionate without sacrificing our own mental, emotional, and physical health. Stoicism also encourages us to cultivate resilience through the practice of self-discipline. By developing the ability to regulate our own emotions and reactions, we can navigate the challenges of kindness and self-care with greater ease. This resilience allows us to bounce back from setbacks and continue offering support to others, even in the face of adversity. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us the importance of mindfulness in our acts of kindness. It encourages us to be fully present and engaged in the moment, allowing us to truly connect with others and offer genuine support. By practicing mindfulness, we can cultivate deeper relationships and make a more meaningful impact in the lives of those around us. Furthermore, Stoicism reminds us of the importance of self-compassion. It encourages us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, recognizing that we too are deserving of care and support. By practicing self-compassion, we can replenish our own energy and well-being, ensuring that we have the capacity to continue showing kindness to others. Finally, Stoicism teaches us the power of perspective. It encourages us to view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. By shifting our mindset and reframing difficulties as opportunities, we can approach kindness and self-care with a sense of optimism and resilience. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of practicing self-compassion in the context of kindness and self-care. It encourages us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we extend to others. This means acknowledging our own needs and limitations, and giving ourselves permission to prioritize our well-being. By practicing self-compassion, we can avoid the trap of self-neglect and ensure that our acts of kindness come from a place of genuine care and not from a sense of obligation or self-sacrifice. In addition, Stoicism emphasizes the value of self-reflection in the pursuit of kindness and self-care. It encourages us to regularly evaluate our actions and intentions, asking ourselves if our words and deeds align with our principles and values. By engaging in this introspective practice, we can cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and ensure that our acts of kindness are authentic and meaningful. Furthermore, Stoicism reminds us that kindness is not limited to grand gestures or monumental acts. It teaches us the importance of small acts of kindness, such as a kind word or a thoughtful gesture, in making a positive impact on others. These small acts of kindness, when practiced consistently, can create a ripple effect of positivity and compassion in our communities and beyond. Additionally, Stoicism encourages us to cultivate resilience in the face of challenges and setbacks. It teaches us that kindness and self-care are not meant to shield us from hardship, but to empower us to face adversity with strength and grace. By developing a resilient mindset, we can bounce back from setbacks, learn from our experiences, and continue to show kindness to ourselves and others. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes personal virtue and inner peace, offers valuable insights on how to navigate the challenges of kindness and self-care. One essential aspect of Stoicism is the concept of balance. It encourages us to consider the sustainability of our acts of kindness, ensuring that we prioritize our own well-being while still being there for others. By maintaining this balance, we prevent ourselves from becoming depleted and losing our own sense of self. Stoicism also brings attention to the concept of empathy. It encourages us to cultivate a genuine understanding and compassion for others' experiences and perspectives. By practicing empathy, we can offer support and kindness that truly resonates with others and creates meaningful connections. Moreover, Stoicism highlights the power of self-reflection and introspection in the pursuit of kindness and self-care. It encourages us to regularly examine our thoughts, emotions, and actions, seeking to align them with our values and principles. This self-awareness allows us to navigate kindness and self-care in a more authentic and intentional manner. Another important aspect of Stoicism in relation to kindness is the practice of gratitude. Stoics encourage us to cultivate a grateful mindset and express our gratitude for acts of kindness. By acknowledging and appreciating the kindness we receive, we not only enhance our own well-being, but also inspire others to continue their benevolent actions. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us to embrace challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. It reminds us that kindness and self-care are not meant to shield us from adversity, but to empower us to face it with resilience and determination. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can approach difficulties with grace and find strength in our acts of kindness and self-care. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of gratitude in the practice of kindness and self-care. By cultivating a gratitude mindset, we become more aware of the abundance in our lives and appreciate the acts of kindness we receive. This not only enhances our own well-being, but also creates a positive cycle of kindness and gratitude. When we express gratitude for the kindness shown to us, we inspire others to continue their benevolent actions, creating a ripple effect of positivity in our communities. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us the value of self-reflection and introspection in the pursuit of kindness and self-care. By regularly examining our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can ensure that our acts of kindness align with our values and intentions. This self-awareness allows us to navigate kindness and self-care in a more authentic and intentional manner, leading to more meaningful connections and a greater sense of fulfillment. Furthermore, Stoicism encourages us to embrace challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. It reminds us that kindness and self-care are not meant to shield us from adversity, but to empower us to face it with resilience and determination. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can approach difficulties with grace and find strength in our acts of kindness and self-care, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Stoicism also teaches us the value of resilience in the pursuit of kindness and self-care. It reminds us that setbacks and challenges are inevitable, but how we respond to them is within our control. By cultivating resilience, we can bounce back from adversity and continue to offer kindness to ourselves and others. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-compassion in the practice of kindness and self-care. It encourages us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, recognizing that we too are deserving of care and support. By practicing self-compassion, we can replenish our own energy and well-being, ensuring that we have the capacity to continue showing kindness to others. Additionally, Stoicism highlights the power of gratitude in our acts of kindness. It encourages us to express gratitude for the opportunities to offer support and make a positive difference in the lives of others. By acknowledging and appreciating the impact we have, we cultivate a sense of fulfillment and joy that fuels our motivation to continue practicing kindness. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us the importance of setting realistic expectations when it comes to kindness and self-care. It reminds us that we are only human and that we have limits. By setting boundaries and prioritizing our own well-being, we ensure that our acts of kindness are sustainable and meaningful. This not only benefits ourselves, but also allows us to truly be there for others in a way that is authentic and supportive. In conclusion, Stoicism provides valuable insights on how to approach kindness and self-care in a balanced and mindful way. By cultivating resilience, practicing self-compassion, expressing gratitude, and setting realistic expectations, we can navigate the challenges of kindness without compromising our own well-being. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes personal virtue and inner peace, offers valuable insights on how to navigate the challenges of kindness and self-care. One essential aspect of Stoicism is the concept of balance. It encourages us to consider the sustainability of our acts of kindness, ensuring that we prioritize our own well-being while still being there for others. By maintaining this balance, we prevent ourselves from becoming depleted and losing our own sense of self. Stoicism also brings attention to the concept of empathy. It encourages us to cultivate a genuine understanding and compassion for others' experiences and perspectives. By practicing empathy, we can offer support and kindness that truly resonates with others and creates meaningful connections. Moreover, Stoicism highlights the power of self-reflection and introspection in the pursuit of kindness and self-care. It encourages us to regularly examine our thoughts, emotions, and actions, seeking to align them with our values and principles. This self-awareness allows us to navigate kindness and self-care in a more authentic and intentional manner. Another important aspect of Stoicism in relation to kindness is the practice of gratitude. Stoics encourage us to cultivate a grateful mindset and express our gratitude for acts of kindness. By acknowledging and appreciating the kindness we receive, we not only enhance our own well-being, but also inspire others to continue their benevolent actions. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us to embrace challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. It reminds us that kindness and self-care are not meant to shield us from adversity, but to empower us to face it with resilience and determination. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can approach difficulties with grace and find strength in our acts of kindness and self-care. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries in the pursuit of kindness and self-care. It encourages us to prioritize our own well-being and establish limits to prevent ourselves from becoming overwhelmed or depleted. By setting boundaries, we ensure that our acts of kindness are sustainable and supportive of our own mental, emotional, and physical health. Additionally, Stoicism highlights the value of self-compassion in the practice of kindness and self-care. It encourages us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, recognizing that we too are deserving of care and support. By practicing self-compassion, we can replenish our own energy and well-being, ensuring that we have the capacity to continue showing kindness to others. In conclusion, Stoicism provides valuable insights on how to approach kindness and self-care in a balanced and mindful way. By cultivating resilience, practicing self-compassion, expressing gratitude, setting boundaries, and embracing self-reflection, we can navigate the challenges of kindness without compromising our own well-being. Stoicism teaches us that true kindness stems from a place of strength and self-awareness, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life.